Maha Gang. It's your girl, Maha the author, and I'm back with part 6 of Read with Maha. I want to thank everyone who's been tuning in to Read with Maha so far. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the people who are sharing Read with Maha. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell at the top there so you can stay tuned with Read with Maha. But let's get started, y'all. Part 6 is finna be so much drama, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you watch to the end and comment and let me know how you're liking it so far. But we're finna jump right into it. Again, we're reading my book here, A Savage Love She Can't Deny. And we finna start. Let's go. Reggie. As I looked down at Tay, I couldn't help but kiss her while she was sleeping. I wanted to wake her just to tell her I love her. It's been 8 months since we've been together, and she was just as beautiful as the first day we met. Her curly jet black hair, cute oval-shaped face, and full pouty lips made me want to fall in love all over again. I leaned down and pecked her lips a few times before leaving her a kiss on the forehead. She stirred in her sleep but didn't wake up. When I went to sleep and woke up, she and Royal were gone. I cursed myself for sleeping so hard, but I knew she had an early class and then she had to drop Royal off at the daycare. I looked over at the clock and saw it was late morning, so I hopped up and went to shower and got dressed. I've been dreading this day for about a week now, but I might as well stop by before I headed to work today. As I was driving to my destination, I ran my hand down my face. Everything on the home front was great. Tay and Royal had been keeping a nigga on his feet, but it's cool because I'll do anything for them. Anybody who really knew me would tell you I was a straight up good dude. So me heading to Tina's mama house was out of the kindness of my heart. When I pulled up to her house, her car was gone. After a few minutes waiting, I finally saw her green Honda Accord pull into the driveway. I hopped out the car and met her halfway. "Hey baby, how you doing?" Miss B said, hugging my neck. "Good, good. How about you?" "I'm as good as it gets. Come on in the house. I promise I won't keep you long." I walked inside the house and shut the door behind me. "Lock it up for me, baby," she said, setting her purse down on the small table by the front door. She grabbed my hand and pulled me over to the sofa by the back wall. Miss B had a nice little house. She had pictures of her and Tina everywhere. Tina being her only child and all. She didn't waste any time getting straight to the point though. "I remember a time when you and my daughter were so happy." I kind of knew she wanted to talk about me and Tina, but the shit didn't exist anymore. Miss B, I tried to stop her before she even got started. She couldn't have talked to her own daughter in a while if she didn't know what was going on with her. "No, baby, let me finish," she started up again. "I thought for sure you and Tina were going to get married and have me some grandbabies running around here." I jumped off the couch when she said something about kids. I immediately got heated. Her bitch-ass daughter killed all my kids. "No, Miss B," I shouted kind of loud, but didn't mean to. I can tell by the way she was looking at me she was shocked. "I'm sorry I didn't mean to get loud, but have you talked to Tina?" I asked. "Well, I haven't talked to her today, but when I did, she told me you cheated on her, had a baby on her, and shacked up with some whore that you've been staying with all along." I shook my head and repeated, "Respect your elders. Respect your elders." Nowadays, I didn't even know if that still applied to some of these young grandmas. You know, the ones that thought they could talk to you any kind of way and get away with it. "You have a good day, Miss B," I said before turning around and walking away. "Wait a minute, baby. I didn't mean no harm," she apologized before her phone started to ring. I stopped walking while she took her call. I noticed her teary eyes and overheard her say, "Yes, Tiffany, I'm at home. Why?" After hearing that, I started walking off again. Tiffany was Tina's first cousin, so I figured it was nothing. "What you mean you walked through the door and found her passed out?" Miss B screamed. I turned around concerned now. "Everything's good, Miss B?" I asked. "No, everything's not. Ever since you left my daughter, she's been going downhill. I got to get over there." She ran out the door, leaving me behind. After she hopped in her car, I hopped in mine right behind her. Tina stayed right around the corner for her mama, so it took us only a few minutes to get there. Miss V hopped out and ran inside first. After I parked, I saw her running back out the door holding her phone. When I got close enough, I saw she was speaking with 911. I walked inside my old home and looked around for Tina. The house was trash. Old food, trash, and drug paraphernalia was everywhere. I ran up the stairs and into the hallway bathroom where I saw Tina lying on the floor unconscious. What happened to her? I asked Tiffany, who was crying on the floor in the hall. I don't know. She was like this when I showed up. I told her I was coming over after I got off work. The door wasn't even closed all the way. Why didn't you call the police? I yelled. I don't know. I called Auntie, that's why, she said smartly. Are you stupid? What if she died or something? I paced the floor before kneeling down by her side. I stared at Tina, not knowing what to say. Fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I screamed as I pulled her up by her shirt. She was already small framed, but she looked even smaller. I looked around the bathroom and it was no different from downstairs. I couldn't believe this shit, man. This is the kind of shit you would see on TV. Thank God my grandma took me in when I was a little boy. I would see my mom getting high, but it was never this serious. After a while, the ambulance had showed up and started checking her out. They said she was barely breathing and had to be rushed to the hospital. Shantae. I reached down to grab my laptop bag when I overheard Zane talking on the phone. The class was letting out 30 minutes early, so we were all packing our things. I didn't want to seem like I was eavesdropping, so I avoided eye contact. After our little ice cream date with the kids, we formed a relationship and started talking on the regular. Not a romantic one, but really on a friendly level. He was cool to talk to, and I love Aaliyah, so that was a plus. What the fuck you mean she run a fever and you can't go get her? He yelled after the person on the phone said something else. I figured it was his baby mama. Zane had told me all about her. Bitches like her didn't deserve to be mothers. She needed her ass whooped if you ask me. Man, get off my line, he spat before he hung up. Is everything okay? I asked, concerned by the expression on his face. Nah, I gotta go pick Leah up from the daycare. They called Amber 3 hours ago, but she didn't answer. Well, I'm not doing anything. I can go with you. Cool, he said. Let me walk in front of him out the door. When we got to the daycare, he went to sign Leah out while I peeked in on Royal. I didn't want to go inside. I already knew she would have started crying if she seen me. Looking back up front with Zane, I saw he was holding a sick-looking Leah. Anytime I've seen her, she was running around, smiling and talking. Not today. She had her head down in the crook of Zane's neck, not saying anything. I felt her forehead, and it was true. She was burning up. We got to take her to the emergency room. She is burning up, I screamed. I know, I'm mad as fuck right now, man. That bitch ain't good for shit, he screamed out loud, walking out the door. He was heated, and I couldn't blame him. We hurried and got back into the car. As we got to the emergency room, I took Leah and sat down while Zane went up to the front to sign her in. After waiting for 15 minutes, she was called to the back. At first, I told him I would stay in the front, but Leah started crying for me to come with, so I went. Once we got back to the back, there was a separate waiting area, so I went there while she was being seen. What you mean nobody can't go back? What you mean nobody can't go back? I heard a guy yell. See her stomach gotta get pumped, and it's all your fault, a lady screamed to him. Wow, these people are crazy, I thought. Hey, the doctor finished. You can come back now, Zane walked in and told me. I got up and walked around the corner, only to abruptly stop right in the middle of the hallway. Look, man, I don't know what the fuck going on, just like you don't. I have a love for Tina just like you do. But he stopped mid-sentence when our eyes met. Reggie? I spoke with a confused look on my face, while Zane, on the other hand, he looked at him like he had known him from somewhere. Tay, he said my name. I looked over at him. What are you doing here? I said. No, what the fuck are you doing here? No, what the fuck are you doing here? I shouted, clearly confused as to why he was here and not at work. I can explain, but first, why you here with Morgan? He asked me in return. Um, what's good, Thomas? Zane spoke to Reggie, looking back at me with a questionable look. Who the fuck is Morgan? I said to myself. I was so dumbfounded. But when he called Reggie by his last name, I knew they had worked together. Tay, you good? Zane ignored Reggie and walked up to me and asked, I'm good. I'm sorry about this. Can I call you later to check on Leah? Yeah, please do that, was all he said before he walked off, headed back to the kids' unit. Oh, this is the little skank you left my daughter for? The same old lady said next to him. I snapped my head around, wondering who the fuck she was talking about. She was wearing a velour jogging suit, and the makeup on her face looked casket ready. Amonsby, you're way out of line, Reggie blurted. I was still confused. Even though this lady was yelling and cursing me out, I still couldn't get what Reggie had just said out my mind. That right there let me know that bitch Tina was here somewhere and Reggie was with her. Tay, do you hear? I finally snapped out of my thoughts hearing my name being called. I heard you say you love her. Man, no I didn't, Tay. Don't play with me. I'm not stupid. Fuck all that. What you and Zane got going on? Zane and I have nothing going on. His daughter was sick. That's why we were here. Oh, okay. So my bitch, the one this nigga has been checking for? Yo, bitch. You know I didn't mean that, he took back as he pulled my arm. Excuse me, the family of Miss Tina Morris. The doctor walked out the double doors and said, yes, I'm her family. The lady who now I assume was her mother answered. Okay, Miss Morris is a lot better, and so is the baby, he mentioned. Thank you, Jesus, the grandbaby I always dreamed about, the old hag shouted. What baby? Reggie questioned, a little disoriented. Baby? Huh? You know what? Let me get out of here. Looks like that bitch is who you need to be seeing about. Snatched away from him, I took off down the hall and out the exit door. Once I got outside, I realized I rode with Zane and didn't have my car. Tay, hold up, I heard behind me and saw Reggie power walking in my direction, so I took off on foot. I ignored the horn blows and cat calls. When I got further down the road, I pulled out my phone and called for a city cab. Soon as I got in, I let him know where I was going. I couldn't believe Reggie. Who would have thought I needed to breathe? Breathe, Tay, breathe, I repeated in my head. We pulled up to the daycare in no time. I paid the driver, got out, and ran inside. Signed Royal out and left. I knew the first place Reggie would go would be the daycare. Later on. Hey, Mama. Hey, baby. Hey, Grandma, baby, she spoke to Royal while grabbing her out of my arms. I set the baby back down before I flopped down on the couch. What the hell did I miss? Are you alright? Yeah, Mom, just tired. I'm glad you're keeping her this weekend, though. Is it Reggie? Damn, I was beginning to like him. Mama, please, me and Reggie are fine. I lied. You are a lie and the truth ain't in you, she commented. I sat there for a minute after playing with Royal a little bit before I left. I was so glad my mom didn't impress me too much. Tonight I was childless and had nowhere to go. Zane. After seeing that nigga talking to Tay, I quickly put two and two together. How he pulled somebody like her, I'll never know. I had met Thomas a while back when we first started working at Buffalo Rock. He was actually my trainer until I got the shit down pat and was hired on permanently. Funny thing though, I was just rapping with this same nigga about this chick I've been feeling and thinking about pursuing. Not even knowing I was talking about his baby mama the whole time. The fucked up part was that he was getting advice from me too. He let me know his ex was going through it and he felt bad as hell about it. I gave him a real nigga answer and it was like, if you still care for old girl, then you need to see about her. But to tell you the truth, I like the advice he gave me. If you really feeling Shorty, try to win her. And that's what I planned on doing. Where the fuck you been, Amber? I screamed as soon as the front door opened. I jumped off the couch and stopped her where she stood. Zane, why are you screaming so loud? She replied, pinning the palm of her hand to her forehead as if she had a headache. Man, girl, I swear, I'm mama, trying to stay calm. Even after leaving the hospital, I've been trying to call her for the last 5 hours. She was dressed in a short ass black dress. Her hair was disheveled on her head. She had on some flip flops, and on top of that, she stank. I was glad my mama taught me well. If she didn't, I would have went across her head. Where's Aaliyah? She asked, surprising the hell out of me. She's with my mom. Wait, in the NO? Nah, up here. Matter of fact, I think it's best too, cause her mama ain't no good to no fucking body. Zane, I'm doing the best I can. Lies you tell, Amber. Where you been applying it? The carousel? Real fucking funny. I was dead ass serious though. Amber was never this fucking dull. I didn't know if it was the bitch she been hanging around, but they ass had her gone. Hey, I'm out of here, I announced to an unbothered Amber. I grabbed my hoodie and walked out the door. She never stopped me, and that was fine. It was time for me to find somebody who cared about me, and the first thing Monday morning, I was looking for a new place to stay for me and Leah. My mom was already here visiting, but I needed her more than ever. Leah's fever had gone down, so the doctor prescribed her some medicine, and I went to book my mom a hotel room. She was gonna be here for a while, and I knew she hated Amber, so that was her choice. Now here I was booking a room as well. Wasn't that some bullshit? After I checked in, I went to my room, dropped my things, and went to go check on Leah and my mom. After Leah went to sleep, I told her bye. Walking into my king-size suite, I set my keys and wallet down on the TV stand, took my clothes off, and hopped in the shower. Afterwards, I sat down, reflecting on my next moves. Shantae. Oh, I had been driving around for hours trying to clear my mind. Reggie had been calling me non-stop ever since I ran out the ER, so I had turned my phone off. I did make it to the house to grab a small bag of things I would need and left without being noticed. Now I was parked outside my mama's house with nowhere to go. After throwing my head back and saying a quick prayer, I powered my phone back on and got sick from all the notifications. I remember I had to check on Leah, so I sent Zane a quick message. I would have called, but he may not have made it home yet. Me. Hey, I hope I'm not bothering you, but I was just checking on baby girl. Zane. No bother at all. Aaliyah's good. She's with my mom. What about you? Are you at home? Me. No. Zane, I'm alone. Do you want to come through? Me, no offense, but I don't think coming to your house is a good idea. Zane, nah, my bad. I got a room tonight, though. Had to clear my mind and shit. Tay, send me the address and room number. I'll come. I couldn't believe I told him to send me the room number. After weighing my options, I decided what the hell and called an Uber. I would have taken my car, but the hotel wasn't that far from here, and I didn't want my car to be seen. I grabbed my night bag and headed inside the hotel. I could feel my heart pumping, waiting on the elevator to stop on the 4th floor. The few times I've been around Zane, he will always make me nervous, but tonight really took the cake. I stood in front of room 426 with the thoughts of turning around and leaving, until the door slowly creaked open. What, you getting cold feet already? I thought my walk here was bad. I could literally hear my heartbeat in my head now. I looked up at Zane like it was the very first time. I tried to control my breathing while rubbing my lips together. He leaned on the corner of the door, shirtless. My eyes wandered a little further down until it stopped at his V-line, visible in some navy blue polo pajama pants. You coming in or what? I nodded my head as I walked past him inside the oversized room. He closed and locked the door behind me. That was it. I looked around as I tried to figure out what the hell was I doing here. I see you ready for bed already. I tried to ignore the stares and scent coming from him. Not really, I'm just chilling. You can take a shower if you want to though. I got extra towels so you can do your thing. Yeah, that sounds nice. I brought something to throw on anyways. Cool. I stepped in the bathroom and closed the door. I kept thinking, oh my God, why did I get so wet when he said cool? After my 30-minute shower, I hopped out and finished getting dressed. I walked out dressed in only a black tank top and some matching black and red pajama shorts. I didn't know you smoked, he said as I took the blunt from his hand and hit it a few times. Well, now you know. I lay on the floor flopping down beside him with my head laid back and my eyes closed. Damn, you smell good. You know that? Are you flirting with me? If that's what you want to call it. I opened my eyes and saw the smirk on his face. What I started, but was cut off by him pressing his lips onto mine. The heated, tense kiss we shared deepened. My body was warm all over. I threw my leg over him and was now straddling his lap. His strong hands palmed my ass as I felt my pussy dripping wet. The caressing of my ass caused me to let out a moan into his mouth. His lips left mine as he attacked my neck. While doing so, he pulled my tank over my head, causing me to jump from the exposure. You sure about this? He whispered as he looked directly in my eyes. Nodding my head while biting down on my bottom lip, he grabbed my right breast and began sucking on my nipple. He squeezed the other one, then slapped me on the ass. I lifted a little so he could slide my shorts down with ease. His hand went down to my pussy. His fingers went in a circular motion around my clit as I felt myself getting wetter and wetter. I started panting and breathing loudly. At this point, I was completely naked and he still had on his pajama pants. Come sit on my face, he mumbled while he lay flat on the couch. I heard him loud and clear. He lifted my ass up, positioned me right onto his face. Fuck, Zane, I moaned as he took my clit into his mouth and began sucking on it. His tongue ran up and down my slit in a rapid speed. I grabbed the back of his head and started riding his face. The feeling was so intense I had to pull back. "Nah, give me this pussy," he mumbled, latching onto my lips again. He now had me sitting on top of the couch while still eating me out. I started funneling with my breast while gripping his head. I felt myself almost there. "Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck," I screamed, nutting all in his mouth. He lapped up all my juices as I was left with no more energy. Shit, if this was the head, I couldn't wait for the dick. I sat there for a second, trying to gain some kind of strength. Zane picked me up and carried me on the king-side bed, which positioned me right back onto his lap. My body was lit and fiending for more, so I attacked his mouth full force. "You cool?" he asked as he pulled back. My body was on fire, and nobody but him could cool me off right about now. "This is wrong. This is wrong, Zane. This is so wrong," I confessed, annoying my body completely. "You know like I know I'm with Reggie." "Fuck that," he cut off my rant. "Shorty, that nigga in love with another bitch." I looked away, not wanting to agree with what I already knew was true. "Oh, I have to go. I can't do this." "Why haven't you let me go yet?" he said. No words were exchanged after that. I faced forward before he picked me up without any hesitation. He pressed forward and attacked my lips once again. This time, the kiss lasted longer and was much more intense. I wrapped my arms around his neck. I moaned as he began to suck on my neck. Lord, I wish I would have cut my phone back off. By the ringtone that was playing, I knew it was Reggie calling me again. Zane flipped me onto my back, leaving him on top of me now. I couldn't believe my phone had rung 3 times back to back, but then again, I could. "Zane, shh," he whispered onto my lips. I felt him grabbing his dick and running it up and down my wet slit. Why was I so nervous? He slid his hard dick inside me, and that was it. I knew he felt how wet I was. "Fuck," he grunted as I squeezed my pussy walls to lock what dick he had already put in me. It wasn't even all in. What the fuck was I thinking about fucking with him? "Let go, babe," he moaned in a New Orleans accent I loved. I felt my juices steady dripping from that alone. After a quick kiss on the lips, I loosened up and allowed him to push forward and enter me some more. After coaching his dick to adjust, he began fucking me faster and faster. I tried to muffle my moans, but his stroke game was unbearable. I couldn't help it. The way he started out slow and picked up the pace at the right moment had me finna lose it again. I tried not to give in and scream, but it was a fail. Ah, Zane, fuck, don't stop. I repeated over and over. He remained stroking me faster and faster. Shit, Tay. Oh my God, I screamed, locking my arms around his neck. My heartbeat sped up. We were both sweating and wet. Before long, I felt pressure releasing from my body, and I was straining all over him in the sheets underneath me. Zane held onto me until he couldn't hold it any longer. He barely pulled out of me before spilling all his kids onto my stomach. Okay, you guys, so that was part 6. Again, I read from A Savage Love She Can't Deny. Make sure you leave in the comments what you thought of it so far. Also, if you haven't up on all of the parts, just go on to my playlist. Read with Maha is there, so you'll get 1 through 5 on Read with Maha, and now you'll get 6. So catch up on that one. Tell a friend, your family members about A Savage Love She Can't Deny, and just let me know what you like about it so far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.